Welcome back, True Seeker. August 2nd, Donald Trump agreed to debate Kamala Harris, the 49th Vice President of the United States of America, on the 4th day of the 9th month. And in the last video, we just talked about how using the simple code of letters and numbers, gematria, Kamala Harris equals 49, DEI higher equals 49. Again, that's the big controversy that he keeps calling her that. But what a day. And let's not forget, to add to that list, Washington equals 49. America equals 49. Scottish equals 49, as in the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, as in Donald Trump's Scottish ancestry. Remember, the highest degree of the Scottish Rite is 33. From August 2nd, the day that Trump said he would debate, to September 4th is 33 days later. And remember, the number 49, it is the 33rd composite number. How perfect is that? Again, Scottish equals 49, Masonry equals 33, Secrecy 33, Order 33, Federal 33. Again, the Masonic HQ for the Scottish Rite. In D.C., the Masonic City with the 33 columns on the outside that are each 33 feet tall. September 4th is also the 248th day of the year. And as we know, the United States of America is 248 years old. The Illuminati is 248 years old. We all know what Trump got to do on the Illuminati's 248th birthday. Remember, he got to take a break from his day in Manhattan criminal court, which equals 248, just like President Donald Trump. And as many of you have pointed out, first woman president also equals 248. One other thing about September 4th, that day is 138 days before the election. Or not the election, 138 days before Inauguration Day. As we know, Donald Trump equates to 138 like federal. Funny enough, small way, President Kamala Harris is also 138. Yesterday in this same news cycle, it was reported that Trump raised $138 million in July. Again, everything they do in the Masonic City is by the numbers. And it makes sense because what's it say on the Masonic Temple? It's etched in stone. All is number. Again, the Pythagoras quote. Every single day you can see through the puppet show. And it's just like when they announced that Trump was going to debate Joe Biden on the Howard Stern show of all places. Remember, that's where Joe Biden said he'd debate Trump, on Howard Stern's show. Jokes on top of jokes. And maybe there's something to that with Shapiro potentially becoming the first Jewish VP nominee. Of course, Howard Stern, he's in that club too. But yeah, we were saying when that happened, we said, well, you know, something highly symbolic is going to come out of that debate. And I said, look what they're doing at the day, leaving 187 days left in the year. Big number in D.C., big number with the Jesuits who control the puppet show. And out of that narrative came, Kamala's rebirth. And by the way, let's not forget one other thing. Her name, Kamala Devi, means lotus goddess. And again, lotus flowers bloom through the months of June, July, and August. And again, on the eve of June 1st, Michelle Obama's mom died. Remember, Michelle's 60. Kamala's going to turn 60 in October for this 60th U.S. presidential election. Of course, Donald Trump has that 60 in gematria in his name. But first it was Michelle's mother's death, and then 2 days later it was the first female president in Mexico, who also is a Jewish woman, and now you have Kamala and potentially a Jewish VP, Shapiro. And remember, Shapiro's name overlaps with Donald Trump in 3 out of the 4 base ciphers, including that 138 we're talking about. And not to mention, he represents Pennsylvania, where the supposed shooting scare happened the day Kamala was in Philly. Remember, when Trump had the scare near Pittsburgh and Butler, Kamala was in Philly that day. And it just happened to be 267 days after Kamala's birthday, which is the Philadelphia area code. And again, just the connection with the Bay Area where she's from in Philly. The Liberty Bell spent time in the Bay. It's from Philly. The Warriors and the Athletics, both from Philly, play in the Bay now. The Athletics were putting it on the Phillies in that series when the shooting happened, something we saw before the series began, how the Athletics would shock and beat the Phillies, just like how last night we had them to shock the Dodgers. Again, learn your numbers. You'll see how the games are rigged. The political games are rigged. I'm talking about sports games rigged, political games rigged, and how they're all rigged together by that same Jesuit Masonic cabal. All day, every day. By the numbers. Till next time, Truth Seeker.